I am here. We are on Amelia's Galena ghost tour. This is a little bit different interview for me. Usually, we're sitting down, we're talking, but we are currently riding along in your tour bus here. Tell me a little bit first about Amelia's Galena ghost tours. How about that?
So what we do is we take people on the shuttle bus and we take them all around Galena and let them know about the ghost lore here in town. A lot of people don't know how haunted Galena is, so we educate them on it.
Yeah. I mean, Galena, it is an old town, so there is going to be plenty of lovely history with regards to the people that lived here.
Yeah, we have a lot of different history on top of the ghost stories.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different things that have happened over the years that make Galena really special in its own unique way.
Yeah, so right now we're cruising down Main Street here in Galena, rolling right past your shop here. I guess, tell me a little bit about the tour and how it works.
So what we do is we take people on the shuttle bus. It's an hour and 10 minutes long. We do a little bit around town and teach people the different ghost stories. And then we normally get out at 2 different locations. We do switch up our locations quite often, but we always go to at least one cemetery.
Okay, all right. So down here along Main Street, I'm guessing there's a lot of haunted locations down here.
Yes, there are at least 5 that we talk about on the bus, and we also go up to Bench Street as well and talk about it.
This is certainly a unique way of exploring Galena, Illinois.
Yes, it's definitely in a unique way, especially for families. A lot of people bring their children along.
Oh yeah, so this is a pretty good size shuttle bus here. I guess how big of a group can you go out with?
12 or 13.
12 or 13. And just a lot of, I love the history and I love the architecture of Galena. But I'm sure there's some, extra haunted spots around here as well, huh?
We're just pulling up to Turner Hall right on the right here.
Turner Hall.
So on your left is where they do the events. Sometimes they even do like plays and dinners and stuff there. Mm-hmm. And then on the right-hand side over there is actually where our fire department is. The ghost story behind it is in 1937, there was a gentleman named Charles Schreiner. He was the caregiver of the building, maintenance man.
Okay.
He also dabbled in undertaking and coffin making.
I dabble in that sometimes.
I know,
as well.
it's
I think it's most of us, right?
Yeah, that pretty much everyone here on this street in the 1800s was a undertaker. It was a pretty interesting hobby.
Okay.
So they realized that Charles wasn't up and moving the way he normally was. Certain parts of the building weren't lit up and so forth. So they actually opened those big red doors to find him dead as a doornail.
Okay.
Directly behind him. So legend has it in Galena, because they did an autopsy report, and it said that he died of natural causes, but it was 1937. How good were the autopsies? So we have a legend here in Galena that if you knock 3 times on that door, you might get a knockback.
Okay.
And it does happen on the tours at night. Usually when we've walked away and all of a sudden you hear it and everybody screams like little school kids.
One time I knocked with a group of people and it was right at dusk during the summer, and 200 bats ended up flying. It was really unique but cool experience. That was the only time I've ever had that part happen.
That's interesting.
It seems like every day there's something new we learn, and I'm constantly doing research to find out more history on it.
Oh yeah.
More spooky history.
Yeah, well, listen, there's all kinds of spooky stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, so, as far as what's been your, scariest experience giving one of these tours?
Probably our old limestone house.
The old limestone?
Yes, so we had a limestone house that was made from a limestone rock quarry. Mm-hmm. And we had one night, the lights started flickering everywhere. Yes. And the lights started flickering outside, like the porch lights. And then we kept having our SB7, which is a handheld radio device that scans through hundreds of radio stations within a minute. Ghosts can communicate with you through that. The ghost started telling us pretty much, hey, how's your night going? And started flickering all of the lights around. And then we kept hearing someone walk upstairs, but we were the only ones present.
Okay. You know, I've got to say, Emily, I'm pretty sure this is the first cemetery that we've experienced here on Travel the Tri-States. But it makes sense that, you know, as part of your ghost tour here. Yeah, so, I mean, Amelia, we've been talking with Emily this whole time. But, you know, tell me, I mean, what is it about this business that, you know, wanted you to get started doing this?
If I'm being honest, I hated history class. So for me to end up in this profession is kind of mind-blowing to me. I will say I've always been kind of in tune and intrigued by the haunted my entire life. Started doing is realizing how much cool history Galena brings to the table on its own. Without the ghost stories, without anything, it's so intriguing.
Yeah.
And to bring them to the cemetery and to see their birth date, their death date, maybe a little comment about them. We try to be as respectful as possible. And our customers really are as well. They love looking at the old stones, and we have one over here that is absolutely stunning and has a very unique story to it.
Yeah. So as part of the tour, I mean, you often, you know, bring equipment along with you to, you know, do some, I'm trying to make EMF, not EMF. What is it? Is it
EMF detecting.
It is EMF detecting. Okay. I know a little bit.
Or sometimes a K2.
Or K2.
Yes.
And so that just adds to the whole experience. You know, some people, you know, ghost hunting is something that they, you know, that's a really fun hobby for them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And so, you know, being able to go out and kind of, you know, dabble and dip your toes into it a little bit in a controlled setting like this, it's got to be.
And I love how we bring the two together, the ghost hunting, but we tell their story as well.
Yeah.
And, like this stone specifically was made, they were in such mourning, it was their only child. The mother was just so distraught. And she was a sculptor, but she designed this stone so it mimicked her son.
Well, Amelia, Emily, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that we're able to share this with you. And I think this is a really interesting way of breaking up your Galena getaways.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.